All right, welcome everyone to our SugarLearning sprint review, retro, and planning. Now, moving on to our sprint 161 review and retro. This is a 2.5 week sprint. Now, the product owner is Nixie, and the attendees is as the above. A total of 68.5 hours has been billed. And here is the sprint backlog. The sprint backlog, we here have our user edit history report to filter out priority changes. Now, for this one, Azir has been working on it now, and since he's got pulled away, I picked it up, but didn't make any progress on it.
Yep. Just to add to that, when we did do the sprint forecast for sprint 161, Ozair and I were going to have a look at the code because he was having a bit of trouble progressing the issue. And because he left the project, then Tino's picked it up, but Tino's not had enough time to look at it because he worked on the other bugs that are listed here.
Right, okay.
Yep.
And does Tino, who do you contact when you need help coding?
When I need help coding?
Yeah, when you need help with some coding issues.
Usually I go between like just people who are currently working on SugarLearning, say for example Azir, if he's on it, Baba, and Nick as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy to move on?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Now, this is our sprint burnt down, so we have 25% complete. This.
Was this estimated as a 2-week sprint or a 1-week sprint?
It was estimated as a 1-week sprint.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our line coverage have remained the same because we also didn't do any deployments. Now we do have a problem of in the pipeline, and we already created a bug that I will address as soon as possible for the next sprint. Yep.
Adam, do you recall the issue that JK raised with regards to the Microsoft SQL server Docker images? He sent an email about it last Friday. Turns out we've got a manifestation of that in the pipeline.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Moving on. So our fail requests have decreased from 100 to 516, which is awesome. Happy to move on, Adam?
Yes.
All right. Total unique users have increased from 98 to 116, and authentic users have been increased from 75 to 77.
Note that this is just for the last 7 days.
Yeah.
7 days.
Tino, make sure that is good news and your voice matches the good news. So, positive uptick in total unique users. We were at 98. We're now at 116. That's great.
Right. Well, it is great. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Keeping that in mind, for our China dashboard, we are seeing just one unique user and one authenticated user. Yep. So this is our product roadmap.
This roadmap has been updated after the roadmap rodeo from yesterday.
Okay, excellent.
Yep. And we didn't do any experimental work. Now, what went well, we put that as an A because no one really worked on that sprint. But what didn't go so well is our pipeline failure prevented any deployments. So our improvements for the next sprint will be to fix that pipeline failure. Yep.
Right.
All right. So let's move on to our sprint 162 forecast. Now the sprint duration will be 2.5 weeks because we have our national holiday here in China.
Okay.
So our next sprint review meeting will be on the 15th of October, and the attendees will be below. Here's our backlog items. So for the first one, of course, we're prioritizing on fixing that build pipeline so we can get some builds in there. All right, and yeah, that's basically it.
There's two others that are worth highlighting. If you could please boldify them. The first one is the Toast UI editor, which Piers requested yesterday to be prioritized. The other one is going to be the video. So
Yes, sir.
Tino, you've got the script approved. You're just waiting awaiting to be able to actually film it, correct?
Yes, correct.
Right. That's all I've got.
Yep. Any questions, Adam?
All right, good.
All right, so that concludes our sprint review, retro, and planning. Now the video will be uploaded on this website here, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Dana.
Yep.